Okay, on a problem like this, we are just simplifying because it's not an equation, it's only an expression since there's no equal sign. And I'm going to do the same thing of circling like terms, meaning the terms that can be combined. So I'm going to go ahead and circle my x's. I have a negative 0.8x here, and I also have a negative 8x there. It's super important that you include the sign in front of your number. I also have some constants. That means the number that won't change. So I have a positive 40 and I have a negative 35. So visually I can see I'm going to be combining my boxes and I'll be combining my circles separately. Alright, I've got a 0.8 and I have an 8, and this are both negative. Because they're both negative, I already know I'm going to be adding them. Okay, so that's going to give me negative 8.8x. But if you're not quite sure, just plug it into your calculator. You have a negative 0.8, and that says minus 8. So if you just type it in exactly like you see it, it gives you the right answer of negative 8.8. Okay? You can also think about the scoreboard. Scoreboard method says negative nobodies, positive panthers. These 0.8 points belong to the nobodies because there's a negative. These 8 points belong to the negatives because there's a negative in front of it. Just like any scoreboard, maybe this is the first inning score, this is the second inning, you would combine these. When I combine those, I got 8.8, and who won the game? The negative nobodies, which is why I have that negative 8.8. So I've combined those, and in the meantime of the combining, I've just ignored the x's. So I'm going to just remember to bring that down with me. Now I have my boxed constants, and I'm going to do the same thing I did, either in my calculator or thinking about the scoreboard method. 40 points for the positives, 35 points for the nobodies. We're actually subtracting, and we would end up with a positive 5. Don't believe me? Check it out in your calculator. 40, and that says minus 35. Type that in, you end up with 5. Okay, and that's all you have to do, because there's nothing else to solve. You've simplified as far down as you can.